Hey everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be creating a glowing background animation using HTML and CSS. So before we start, make sure you have a basic understanding of HTML and CSS. Let's get started. Here we have a div tag with a class attribute glowing. Next, we have a span tag with a style attribute. Here we are using the iCustom CSS variable and the value assigned here is 1. So we have 3 span elements inside each div and they have different I values like 1, 2 and 3. These unique values will help us to create the glowing animation effect later using CSS. Now let's add some CSS. Here we have a universal selector. We set the margin and the padding to 0. Now let's style the body element. Here the display is set to flex. Justify content and align item is set to center so that the flex item it centers the horizontally and vertically. Width is set to 100%, mean height is set to 100 VH, background is set to black color and the overflow is set to hidden so that it hides any content that may overflow. Now let's style the glowing container. Here the position is set to relative, mean width is set to 700 pixel, height is set to 550 pixel. Margin is set to -150 pixel so that it creates space for the glowing span. Transform origin is set to right, which means any transformation is applied to the container will originate to the right side. Animation is set to color change 5-second linear infinite. This animation will last for 5 seconds having a linear timing function. Now here we have a glowing effect with a target event. Here the transform origin is set to left. Now let's set keyframe. Here the 0%, the filter property applies a hue rotate transformation with 0 degree, which means no color change is applied. The transform property sets the rotation to 0 degrees. At 100%, the filter property applies a hue rotate transformation with 360 degrees, resulting in a full color rotation. And the transform property sets the rotation to 360 degrees so that it completes the full rotation. Now let's style the glowing span. Here the position is set to absolute. The top properties are set using the calc function and the iCSS variable. Here the cal function calculates the position based on the 80 pixel spacing and the value of the I variable. It is same with left, bottom and right. Now let's style the schedule element. Here the content does not have any actual content but serves as a visual element. The position is set to absolute. Top is set to 50%. Left is set to -8 pixel. Width and height is set to 15 pixel. And the background is set to shade of red color. And the border radius is set to 50%. Now let's change the different color for glowing span. Here the background is set to a bright green color. And a series of box shadows are applied to create the glowing effect with various intensities. Next, we have a shadow element of every third glowing span with different offset. Here the background is set to bright yellow color. And a series of box shadows are applied to create the glowing effect with various intensities. Next, we have the shadow element of every third glowing span with another unique effect. Here the background is set to bright blue color. And a series of drop shadows are applied to create the glowing effect with various intensities. Now let's darken the third glowing span, that is first, fourth and seventh. Here the animation is set to animate 10 second alternate infinite, so that the span will rotate 180 degree to 0 degree and back to 180 degree repeatedly. Next we have third glowing span, that is second, fifth and eighth. Here the animation is set to animate reverse 3 second alternate infinite. Next we have a third glowing span with another unique offset, that is third, sixth and ninth. Here the animation is set to animate 8 second alternate infinite. Now let's set keyframe. Here the 0% is set to transform rotate 180 degree. 50%, the transform property is set to rotation of 0 degree, which brings the span back to its original position. At 100%, the transform property sets the rotation of 360 degree so that it completes the full rotation, bringing it back to the starting position. Now let's add animation to the animate reverse. At 0%, the transform property sets the rotation of 360 degrees, meaning the span will start rotating fully. At 50%, the transform property sets the rotation to 180 degree. And at 100%, the transform property sets the rotation to 0 degree so that it completes a full rotation and bringing it back to the starting position. If you enjoy this tutorial, make sure to subscribe my channel for more web development tutorials. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon so that you never miss an update.